Hello and welcome back to the channel. The title for today's video is how to really build an audience online, not clickbait. Keep watching and I'll give you my thoughts after the break. Hi everyone, welcome back. If you've not subscribed already, if you're unsure about subscribing, hopefully after this video you'll have decided to subscribe, so stay with me. Today's topic, how to really build an audience online. There are a couple of points I want to cover. So the first one is that you must have a higher purpose. And what do I mean by that? This is coming from the perspective of a consultant, an authority, a thought leader, somebody who usually has services, professional services to offer their clientele of B2B businesses or organizations generally. How do you attain and communicate a higher purpose? Some of you may be aware of an author and a very good speaker by the name of Simon Sinek, and he talks about finding your why. Let me explain the significance of that from my perspective. If you're a company, a business, and you're selling tables, for example, or you're selling chairs, people might become aware of your tables and chairs and think, okay, that's fine. And your incentive, your profit motive may be to make money for yourself and your employees. And that's okay, one level. You may experience a level of success there, which is great for your company, great for your employees. So you could exist on one level and you will appeal to people and connect with them on one level. Here's a guy makes chairs and tables. Here's a lady who makes chairs and tables. That's great. Marvelous. We need chairs and tables for our house, our flat, apartment, whatever. Yes, we can connect with this company, and that's fine. And on a transactional level, we all go and buy the chairs and tables when we need them, and that's it. And that's probably the end of our relationship. That's probably the end of us thinking about this company. Now, let's imagine the same seller, manufacturer, creator of chairs and tables. But when they create these chairs and tables, they take a portion of their profits, let's say 60%. Remember, this is hypothetical. They take 60% of their profits and they use those profits to help the development of infrastructure in Africa, for example, and the building of roads and educating some of the people who are unfortunately in a state of poverty. So this money from the chairs and tables is now going to help people have water, have better roads, have better accommodation, better levels of education, better levels of health. Suddenly, this company that was simply making and selling chairs and tables has a much higher purpose. They are doing more than just helping themselves to make big profits and buying themselves nice things, which is the normal level of commerce that we experience on many occasions. You know, each and every day there are companies appealing to you just on that, buy these things and we'll make profit. And that's the sort of promise that they make. But if there's somebody who has a higher purpose, all of a sudden, more people are going to be attracted to that. We live in an age where and it's a good development, where people are more concerned about other people's welfare, and because of the internet, they have an understanding of people who are not in such an advantageous position. There'll be maybe countries who have a lower average salary and have to survive on a much lower level of income than people do traditionally in the West. There are a multitude of reasons for that. I'm not going to go into all of those in this video, but once you start giving your company or your organization a higher purpose, and let's be clear, this is still a profitable company. This is still a company that's making profits for its owners, shareholders, employees, etc. But they've now communicated a higher purpose, because what they're trying to do with those profits is help people who are less fortunate. If you give somebody, if you communicate and you have a higher purpose for your company, then you're going to be able to build and attract an audience, a group of loyal followers who believe in your ability to do the first, your function in terms of, let's stick with the example, make the tables and chairs, but they also believe in your higher mission, your higher purpose, to help people in developing economies, because you're going to turn over a portion of your profits to help improve the health, the education, the livelihoods, and the income of people who are less advantaged. That is what a higher purpose is. The second thing you must do if you want to build an audience online is you must be available and accessible in the same way that if you're, new analogy now, if you're a doctor or a nurse and your patients need to see you, they need to be able to connect with you, they need to get your expertise, they need to be diagnosed by you and then and have any prescriptions made by you and then take them and improve their health. They need that. Let's leave that, because I'm not medically trained, so let's leave that analogy there. But you understand the point. To be accessible and to be relatable and for people to connect with you online, you need to be online. Now, there's a level of detail I need to go into that. So it's not just being online, making videos, something I do obviously, or being online, making podcasts, if people make podcasts, and your written posts, your blog posts. It's not just that. That is great, and that is a contribution. It means that people can access your expertise, your experience, hear about your case studies and your examples, your real life experience. They can do that because you've created these pieces of content. Wonderful. That is a great step, and that is something you should be doing. And as businesses and organizations, if you're not doing that already, you should be doing that. If you need any help with that, obviously get in contact, and details are in the description. But there's more to it than that. Another level of connection can be achieved, and go back to the doctor analogy, by being live in real time. So if I decide, right, I need to communicate our higher purpose as a company, I need to communicate to my target audience, I should go live online. So there are a number of platforms. There's YouTube Live, for example. There's LinkedIn Live. Those are very relevant for the traditional audience that we have, with B2B focused individuals and companies. There's also for those of a B2C persuasion, those people that target end consumers, there's also Instagram Live and Facebook Live. What's the purpose of all these live platforms? Well, they allow you to speak to your audience, your following, your community in real time. And there's so much benefit to that, because people feel more connected to you if they can speak in real time. I've experimented a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, with YouTube Live, and I'll be doing that more, so that people can ask me questions and I can talk to them and find out who they are in real time. This is how you build an audience online. Now, it's not always going to be pretty. So you start building an audience online with either a weekly live on YouTube or weekly live on Instagram or a weekly webinar. And when you start, the first few times you'll do that, you're not going to have much of a live audience. You know, people may watch the recordings later, but you're not going to have much of a live audience. You may start with 2 people, 4 people, 6 people, 7 people. And the ordinary person would get discouraged by that and say, oh my, I'm doing this live. I've got 6 people on a live. I've got 8 people on a live. I've got 12 people on a live. And it doesn't seem like a great deal. But all of those people, I can think of many, many examples. All of those people start with a small audience, 2, 4, 6, 8. And this is not their total online audience, because an online audience would include all the followers, all the people that watch the videos later on, all the people that come around to view your posts and watch your stories later on. But your live audience is going to be a smaller subset of that. Now, I think the challenge is to push through those early live sessions, and I'll be doing this. I'll practice what I preach. Push through those early live sessions when you've only got a few members of your community live listening to you. You've got to push through those and build and build and build and build. So the 2 becomes 4, the 4 becomes 10, and then you'll get to 20, 30, and then you'll get to a stage where you've got 100, 200, possibly 300 people and more attending your live events and communicating with you, because they know, hey, I don't even live in the same country as Mike, but if I go and watch his live, I can ask him a question, he can try and help me, and we can move forward that way with our business. So this is the second part of how you build an audience online. So there you go. I've given away the secrets. Thanks for watching all the way through. If you've liked this video, give me a like. If you've not subscribed already, click on one of the 2 screenshots to watch another video from me. I look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye bye. Also, don't forget to share this video with friends and colleagues who you think will benefit from it. Thanks very much. Bye bye.